This is the infamous private island known as Little St. James, also called Epstein Island. Spread across 72 acres, this island had every luxury imaginable: lavish resorts, private docks, libraries, and even a cinema. Some of the most powerful people in the world frequently visited this place. But behind the glamorous parties and vacations, a dark truth was hidden. Reports suggest that underage girls were exploited here. It is also believed that the island had underground tunnels, possibly used by staff to move unnoticed, or perhaps as secret escape routes for elite guests. For years, no one dared to speak out against these powerful figures. Until March 2005, a brave young girl named Courtney Wild stepped forward and filed the first complaint against Jeffrey Epstein at the Palm Beach Police Department. What investigators later uncovered shocked the world. Evidence included names of influential people, disturbing photographs, and flight logs connecting them to Epstein's island. These documents later became known as the Epstein Files. But the question remains: who was Jeffrey Epstein? Where did his immense wealth come from? And how did he build connections with some of the world's most powerful people? This is the story of a man who appeared to be a billionaire, but was, in reality, a dangerous criminal. Epstein started as a math teacher in the 1970s at Dalton School, but his real rise began on Wall Street. He gained the trust of billionaires like Leslie Wexner and began managing their wealth. With millions in commissions and access to elite circles, Epstein built a luxurious empire, from New York mansions to estates in Florida and beyond. But his most secretive kingdom was in the Caribbean, a 72-acre island known as Little St. James. He traveled there on his private jet, infamously nicknamed the Lolita Express. So what really happened on this island? Allegations claim that powerful figures visited as guests, while underage girls were recruited and abused. Names like Bill Clinton and Donald Trump were linked to Epstein socially, though their involvement remains widely debated. Clinton reportedly flew on Epstein's jet multiple times, while Trump later distanced himself. The biggest shock, however, came from the British royal family. Prince Andrew was accused by Virginia Giuffre of abusing her. A photo of them together went viral worldwide, leading to a major scandal. He later stepped back from royal duties and settled the case financially. From billionaires to Hollywood elites, Epstein's network raised serious suspicions. When the FBI searched his properties, they found CDs, photographs, and materials that hinted at possible blackmail operations. However, no confirmed client list has ever been officially released. The first major breakthrough came in 2005 when Courtney Wild spoke up. Investigations revealed that Epstein had abused dozens of underage girls. Yet, in 2008, something shocking happened. Instead of facing life in prison, Epstein received a secret plea deal arranged by U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta. The victims were kept in the dark. His punishment? Just 18 months in jail with VIP treatment. He spent most of his days outside prison, working in his office, and only returned to his cell at night. After just 13 months, he was free. This deal not only protected Epstein, but possibly others connected to him. But his arrogance became his downfall. As more victims came forward, including Virginia Giuffre, the case gained global attention. Lawsuits were filed, and media investigations intensified. In 2018, journalist Julie K. Brown exposed the full extent of the scandal, reigniting public outrage. On July 6, 2019, Epstein was arrested again. This time, there was no deal. But before the trial could begin, on August 10, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his New York jail cell. The official cause: suicide. But the circumstances were deeply suspicious. Security cameras malfunctioned. Guards reportedly fell asleep, and Epstein had just been removed from suicide watch. Many believe he was silenced. Even today, people question whether powerful forces were involved. After his death, attention shifted to his closest associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. She was accused of recruiting and grooming underage girls for Epstein. In July 2020, she was arrested. In 2022, she was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The court described her crimes as deeply disturbing acts against children. Meanwhile, a victims' compensation fund distributed over $120 million to more than 150 survivors. But the mystery didn't end there. The release of Epstein-related documents continued to shake global politics. In 2025, new files and emails surfaced, revealing coded names and deeper connections. Still, millions of pages remain unreleased. The fight between transparency and privacy continues. Epstein may be gone, but the shadow of his crimes still looms over powerful figures around the world. During the FBI raid of the island in 2019, several unusual discoveries were made. A strange blue and white temple-like structure raised many questions. While nothing illegal was found inside, its purpose remains unclear. Investigators also confirmed the presence of underground structures and tunnels, though their exact use is still unknown. CCTV cameras were installed across the island, but were they for security or surveillance and blackmail? A helipad marked with unusual symbols, strange statues, and even questionable medications, including hormonal substances, added to the mystery. What was really happening on Epstein Island? If Epstein had lived, perhaps the truth would have fully come out. But today, many questions remain unanswered. More files may still be released, more names may emerge, and perhaps more powerful people will be held accountable. The story of Jeffrey Epstein reminds us of one thing: money and power can hide crimes, but they cannot erase them forever. Justice may be delayed, but when it arrives, even the most powerful can fall.